3 heroes. 1 mission.
Walk the entire length of the Yamanote Line.
The stakes have never been so high.
If we don't do it, we have to stop kissing each other forever.
No, let's run!
So hold on tight and get ready for an emotional roller coaster that you'll hardly forget. Hello amazing people of the internet, and welcome back to your favorite family-friendly film photography channel, where we only talk about free Hasselblads gifted to YouTubers like me. In Tokyo, the main train line is the Yamanote Line, and it's a loop that circles the city, hitting all the major spots. In each station you can gather a stamp, and it's a unique stamp for each station. So of course, since I am the Indiana Jones of film photography, I wanted to explore the entire length of the Yamanote Line, collecting stamps in each station and taking epic bangers. So this is the story of how I almost died walking around Tokyo for 50 kilometers with 2 stupid friends crazy enough to follow me on this journey. It was a bright, sunny day in Tokyo, and I could feel the energy flowing inside me. We started our journey in Daikanyama, where we had an incredible breakfast at Princi.
Since this is a photo trip, I think we should flex our weapons, like a Canon EOS 7.
The first stop of the day was Ebisu Station, where we also picked up the notebook, an essential part of this journey, since we needed a place to collect all the beautiful stamps. Ebisu is a great area of Tokyo, full of fantastic cocktail bars and nice restaurants. Funny enough, I found 2 trucks in front of the station, 1 Coca-Cola and 1 Pepsi truck. I'm pretty sure the drivers had parked them to fight each other, so I took that opportunity to snap some photos.
This new station is Iki Stamp. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So the next station is Meguro. Guys, we need to be fast.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's funny how all the film male photographer, at the end, deep in their heart, want to
Have a family-friendly moments.
with rainy days. Who doesn't?
Please, Jason, don't sue me. I was shooting Marex 400D, the equivalent of Cinestill 400D, and it was perfect for that day. I love the halation in this photo. It adds to the overall vibes and tones. We were walking the Yamanote Line counterclockwise. The next stop was Meguro Station. Meguro is not my favorite area. I feel it's quite boring, and yeah, I couldn't get a good shot of the station, so here's the best photo I got there. I then loaded a roll of Portra 160, my favorite film stock at the moment. After Meguro, we headed to Gotanda, the closest Yamanote Line station to my house.
Let's get the 3rd stamp. My god, guys, we're smashing it. We didn't even cry too much.
Gotanda is an office area, very boring. There's not much to mention about it. However, the Meguro River flows close to Gotanda Station. After getting our stamp, we followed the river toward our next stop, Osaki Station. Soon enough, we met this gentleman feeding pigeons along the riverside.
Is it filming?
Yeah.
Ciao, mama.
We then arrived at the 4th station, Osaki, a newly developed area where the Sony HQ is located. This place is always packed with people. The station sits of multiple layers, with gardens and modern structures. Here I got some nice shots. After this trip, I promised myself to visit Osaki more often. It was already midday, and we had only covered 4 stations out of the 30 of the Yamanote Line. We started feeling the urge to speed up. We couldn't forget the mission. There was no way we wouldn't make it within the day.
We walked almost 9K.
Really?
Yeah. It's 9K more than you usually walk.
Yeah.
We arrived at Shinagawa Station, one of Tokyo's main train hubs. Shinagawa has been undergoing massive renovations over the past few years, and is now basically an open-air worksite. Depending on where you enter, you may find a temporary station sign. This photo will age well. Think about it in 20 years, when you'll see a shiny skyscraper in the background, where now there's only a white cardboard temporary sign.
He's inking well and stuff.
Well, we gotta use Shinage.
Coincidences?
I don't think so.
The next few stations were basically no man's land, with no interesting views or whatsoever.
Today we're gonna finish past midnight, and the station will be closed and we cannot enter inside.
It will be no problem. Let's go to the next station.
Our motivation wasn't at its peak, but being the best nerd friends that we are, it was still enjoyable. We walked to Takanawa Gateway, which is a brand new station that is fully functional, but still under construction. According to the latest news, it will be finished next year and it will be super cool. However, right now it's just a maze of construction sites. After that, we walked to Tamachi, another business area, followed by Hamamatsucho. Along the way, I shot some cool photos of buildings, but I like this one in particular. The red of that shiny Ferrari in contrast with the Lawson sign is quite cool. Since it was already 2:30 PM, the light was starting to fade. I loaded a roll of Marex 400D just as we got to Shimbashi.
Okay, 400D, 400D. Big things, big photos. We love it.
I could make a whole video about this area. This is one of the coolest places for street photography. The narrow streets around the station are home to an infinite number of restaurants. We walked underneath the train tracks, firing shots like true pros. Unfortunately, I'm far from being one, so I basically wasted the whole roll.
So we are 18K, which is sort of halfway through, but we're not at half of the sessions.
Yeah,
we only have like a third.
I'm afraid of when we will go in that no man's land of Nippori to Ikebukuro, which I don't fucking know what that place is. Basically, it's land of people drinking blood, Tokyo camera style, and communists.
Anyway, it was time for a break, and since we live in Japan, we wanted to celebrate with some proper local food. A fat, juicy burger at Shake Shack. It was amazing. Then we were off to a series of stations one after the other. We walked to Yurakucho and finally to Tokyo Station. This red brick elegant structure never stops to amaze me. It's especially beautiful in contrast with all the modern glass skyscrapers of the Marunouchi area. We kept walking for a few kilometers and the sun finally set. We crossed the Kanda and then it was time for Akihabara.
Akihabara, the city of whatever, video games, technology.
Wow, look how many.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because it's Sunday, they close the road.
It's so full of people. Hi, I'm a street photographer.
Then it was time for Okachimachi and finally we were off to Ueno.
A good one.
Stamp. Porn?
No, it's my friend that broke up with her boyfriend.
Between Okachimachi and Ueno Station, there's one of the coolest areas of Tokyo, Ameyokocho. A lively and chaotic maze of street vendors, cheap eats and tones. It was time to load the one, the only Marex 800.
Nice nighttime. It's Tones time. Marex, this company in Japan, buys Kodak Vision 3. They respool it into their Marex film. They pack it into this, whatever, how is this called? Aluminium foil roll, whatever, plastic roll. So one roll is at $10.
That's not true. At that time it was around $12 and now they increased slightly the price thanks to Kodak, so it's about $16. Still cheaper than Cinestill. Ameyoko Street was fun as always and here I got a few good snaps. I'm quite happy with this one. The grumpy owner of this stall started yelling at me a second after I took his shot. We finally got to Ueno and after a few minutes of searching we got our stamp.
Sudani, whatever, this station, no one knows. We did it, number 16, rolling.
We were again in no man's land. You see, Tokyo is huge, and at the end of the day, you tend to go to the same places. For me, the northern part of the Yamanote Line was always a mystery up until that day. Tokyo is a massive city, constantly changing from station to station, transforming right before your eyes. And yet, despite its size, what surprises me the most is how good it feels to walk here. This city is made for walking. What struck me about the northern part of the Yamanote Line was how quiet it was. It felt like walking through a small town neighborhood, and to my surprise, some of the stations in this area are among the most charming in all Tokyo, places like Komagome and Meijiro. If there's one thing that I hope to inspire you to do after watching this video, it's to walk, to experience firsthand how rewarding it is to discover this city on foot. I love Tokyo, it's one of my favorite places on earth, and this crazy project has made me even more connected to the city I am lucky to call home.
I think that once we've completed this, Andrew Tate appears from nowhere and says we've escaped the Matrix.
Yes.
It's gonna happen.
We are now alpha males.
We are now alpha males and we start a podcast.
We were 5 kilometers away from Shinjuku Station.
Now it's not even more about photography, like me and cameras. It's the worst idea ever.
And the stamp stand was located in the ticket office, closing exactly at 10 p.m. We had only 1 hour to get there. We rushed, we ran, we crumbled, we limped, and I couldn't feel my feet at that point, but there it was at the stamp stand. We did it.
Shinjuku. I'm done.
Ow.
Okay, next one, Yoyogi, then Harajuku, and then Shibuya. 3 stations, it's 10. We're gonna make it, like, man, no, we can make it. I've never been so happy to be in Shibuya. I want to kiss all the rats.
We still had 3 stations left until the last one, Shibuya, but at that point we knew we would make it. It was 10 p.m. and those stations were closing at midnight. Luckily, the stamp stand were not secluded in the ticket office.
He's smiling.
Shibuya.
And so this is it. This is the book with all the stamps. Fun fact, when we bought this notebook, it came with 30 pages. So it's perfect from the first to the last one. And it's a crazy experience that I will never forget. And the idea that this book is also the same book is in the hands of two of my dearest friends. It's pretty cool. It's really awesome what we did, honestly. Would I ever do it again? No. So thanks again for being with me in another crazy adventure, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.
Oh, we are basically raccoons.
Yes.